I finally made up my mind. The Army is the easiest boot camp to pass, and I don't think you guys are going to change my mind. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nikki MGTV for another video. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below if you have questions. But as always, let's roll right into that topic, baby, where you hit that subscribe button, the like, you hit the bell. I don't even know. I never even hit the bell for anybody, but if you do it for me, I'll be so stoked. But for real, though, I think the Army is the easiest boot camp. Now, I already know. Let's preface the entire video. Nikki, you're just a Navy dude. You're just a this dude. You're just a that dude. All right. So let's be fair. I want to dissect this a little bit because, yes, I am Navy. I get it. So you're going to be like, oh, well, we're in the mud and all that stuff. False, buddy. If you are a Greenside corpsman, you've done all the outdoorsy stuff. You ran PFTs, CFTs, done rifle range, done like a FinX thing overnight, and done the whole humping and hiking. I've done all that kind of stuff. So I will say I have a little bit of leverage in what I'm saying here. Even though I'm a Navy dude, I've kind of almost been through like a modified second boot camp, if I could put it as anything. I've done O courses. I've done, I'm just trying to think of any other way I can legitimize that I can actually talk crap about the Army. So we're going to go with this. Now, I want to say I truly am inspired by one person that made this video come alive, and that's Ben Allen, the Army YouTuber. I think I probably inspired him talking about the holiday boot camp series and stuff like that of what happens in boot camp. If you haven't seen what happens in Navy boot camp, check up there. I'll definitely link that there. And I'm going to link his right here. We can check that out for the Army, but I'm going to reflect on it. So if you want to watch what he says, you can do that as well. So the reason why I think this is because I've always heard through the rumor mill, hey, the Army gets to leave during boot camp. The Army gets to have their phones during boot camp. And I'm jealous. I'm envious. I'll tell you that. Ben Allen just reaffirmed with me factual information that the Army gets to go home during Christmas for boot camp. I don't know whoever thought this was a good idea. Now, you're going to say, Nikki, technically it's leave. They're using it. I get it. But he does make a good point that there are drill sergeants out there that don't want to take leave. They're going to end up wanting to be with their families, stuff like that. This is why I think they should actually centralize a lot of the Army boot camps. They have them spread out over several different locations, whereas if you look at the Air Force, the Navy, we have central locations. And on top of that, the Marine Corps only has 2 different locations, which kind of makes sense because it just divides into 2 different areas. I don't know if that's cost effective, but I will say this multiple different locations, I don't know if there is actually any true benefit rather than putting them all in one place. If you put them all in place, you could probably use more resources to allow some people to go and leave and some others to not, like we do in the Navy. So to give you backstory, Ben Allen in his video, to summarize a little bit, TLDR, says you can take leave, but obviously while you are in Army boot camp, you'll be able to take leave during the Christmas time, but you will go into a negative standing on your leave because you've just started. You only get 2.5 days per month. Many of you guys will be able to take that, but again, you're going in the hole. And he does say during their AIT, A school equivalent for the Navy, you can take that. So I will say in comparison for us in the Navy, they do allow you to get the time off during A school, but not during boot camp. You get 1 day on Christmas, 1 day on Thanksgiving. I've been through Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year all through boot camp. You get 1 day of no training, and you get to sit around, take a shower when you want, shine your shoes, iron, and talk. That's really it. And then you get up, and then you end up studying or doing something like towards the evening, showering, and then going to bed. So it's really a non-productive day for us. But I just find this crazy that you are allowed this much time off away from training. Like, it takes away from the experience of being in boot camp. And I think there is a benefit to the shock factor of you being gone for the holidays or being gone for this 8 weeks that is important to show your transition. And now they're just saying, hey, what if you're at the 4-week mark? Dude, that just totally takes you out of that mentality of boot camp. That's what I'm shocked about, because I feel like I would rather just stay at boot camp. And I will say, probably it is better off to take boot camp leave during this time period, because if not, you're going to be sitting around standing watch, doing stuff you probably don't want to do anyway when you could be with your family. So I don't know. Would I rather be boot camp or be with my family? that's a tough decision. Also, if you take this leave, it's going to be in the negative. So if you finish your AIT score or whatever and you have leave after that, you're going to go in the hole even more if you're going to take leave. And say if you go overseas like Germany or something, a lot of you guys won't see your family for a couple of years, so you'll want to take leave then. So it's highly debatable if you should or should not go, but that is up to you. That is one of the main reasons why I'm saying Army boot camp is the easiest today. Not to mention the phone situation where you get to have your phones. I am baffled by that. And people are going to be like, well, technically, you can just make a phone call. Yeah, I get it. But I've seen photos leak out of boot camp. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes before. So don't lie. Some of you guys are going on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and everything else. I know you guys are sneaking on the apps. So if you say it's only for a phone call, I think you're lying to me. Because I know I would do the same thing. I'd be on those apps all day. Yeah, drill sergeant, I'm trying to call my mom on Messenger. BS. That's what I'm calling your BS right now, Army. This is BS. If anybody wants to come at me, Art Chisel, Matt Ward, Erica Burney, Angry Cops, let's go down the list. Don't even think about it. Just kidding. You can totally come at me. But if we're going to do it, we better collab because we need that clout game to go up. Again, this is all jealousy, my own perspective, my own opinion of everything. So let's get that out of the way. It's an opinion. I'm sorry. Your feelings are hurt. You're in the Army. You guys are losing this weekend as well. And you guys are going to talk crap if the Navy loses. I get it. But I got to support my team no matter what. Plus, we got a better record right now. So I'm putting my faith in them, okay? We've lost the past few games. Let us win one. But you're right. We didn't let you guys win on the 14 straight in a row. So I get it. We should have done the mercy rule. Just called this whole feud off. But we didn't do that. But anyway. Obviously, a lot of people are going to talk about how the Marine Corps is the hardest boot camp, the Navy, the Army, the Air Force. It's all basic training. You do what you're told. You get yelled at. You run around. You do stupid stuff that you never thought you would do. It's all just to see who is bigger at the end and bragging rights, I guess you could say, for this. But that's why I'm going to joke on the Army today. But if you guys do have questions about any of this stuff, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.